Here we go. Episode number, whatever this one is for YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, you didn't have to deal with us opening Origin, which took 20 minutes. All right, let's go. How's it going, Hytella? Welcome in. It's good to see you, Hytella. I know you were excited for me to play this game as well, so I'm glad you're able to be here most Wednesdays. Thank you, Hytella. It's story day. How's it going, Kaz? How are you and the Mista doing? Mista. Does Mista have morning sickness yet? It's one of those weird pregnant things, right? So. The color of a creature's rank icon displays its relative challenge compared to your character. Gray creatures are easy. White are even. Yellow and red are challenging. So today we're going to do a bunch of main story is the goal. Or at least some main story. So I have been doing a lot of side stuff and reading a lot of codex and things like that. I'm going to continue doing that. But today I do want to at least side with one of the major forks. One of the major forks in the story. So we can either side with the Templar, who have abandoned the Chantry, or we can side with the mages, who are seemingly less jerkish than the Templar. So the real question is, do I go with these magic casting demon infested ranks of people, or do I go with a guy that punches old ladies? My track record on the stream for story night and just in general would make you think I would go with a guy that punches old ladies.
But my granny told me to never trust a man that punched an old lady.
So we're going with the mages. Going with the mages. I think most people probably go to the mages, and that's what I'm doing, because that's what I would do if I was off. It would. Oh my god, I ruined the worlds. Snowed yesterday, which would be great if you enjoy snow. Been asking you when you'll start craving food. Is an excuse for getting Dairy Queen in winter. It's the question all people must ask themselves sooner or later. That's right. Punch that granny. How's it going, Grass? Welcome in. My granny's in hell. Surely she's lying. Oh, that's true. She might be. Franz. Oh, it's not locking my friggin' cursor. All right. Why does it change things? Franz Schubert, thank you for the Twitch Prime. It's very much appreciated. Counts same as a tier 1 for you and I, so helps financially support the stream. And you get all the sub benefits. What we're saying is you shouldn't trust me. If I'm in charge of saving the world, my track record tells you no, you should not trust me. Not at all. All right, there we go. It actually, okay, we're good. After 20 minutes, we can play the game. Okay, so last time, previously on Adam Ball Z, we did a lot of side quests. I was testing out our new characters. So we tested out Blackwall. Blackwall is a former, well, not former, he's still a Grey Warden, but he's kind of a hero. And I would say unsung hero, but I mean, I guess most people don't know that much about him in the game, but he apparently was a hero. An Orlesian Templar, or not Templar, excuse me, Grey Warden. I think it was Orlesian. I think he was an Orlesian. Anyway, he was instrumental in saving the lives of many people, including other Grey Wardens. Oh, we actually got some schematics. Let's go check those out. Anyway, so we tested him out a little bit. He's a very tanky boy. So I kind of like him too, just in general, because I like the Grey Warden mythos within this game. We also tried out Vivian a little bit. Vivian is a very much articulate, speak her mind sort of mage, and she's very high up in the mage order, or was before it's all kind of segmented and broken apart. We tested her out a little bit, and we tested out Sarah, who is the manic pixie elf. And that's all you really need to know about her, because it's every facet of her character. Just imagine that archetype, and that's it. That's her. This game is about saving the world. Every adventure game is about saving the world, even if it doesn't sound like it. But yeah, kind of. No, not kind of. It literally is. You see that giant rift in the sky? Well, you see, that thing is spawning demons and is threatening to tear the world apart. So, both literally and figuratively. So yes, we're trying to stop that. How's it going, Doc? Welcome in. Not time that you're used to seeing me. We'll get used to it, because this is I've done it for 3 weeks now. How's it going, Doc? Welcome back. Been able to swap your mount yet? Yes, I have. I looked at those at the end of last stream, actually. All right, let's see what we just unlocked. We're gonna do some main story today. We're gonna go to Redcliffe. Redcliffe. So we unlocked this, which is quite ugly, honestly. So is this. What's going on here? Looks like I'm covered in mud. Looks like I'm in mud wrestling with Sarah or something. How's it going, Vin? Welcome in. All right, let's just yeah, another time. Well, let's go get started. The mud is super strong though. Yeah, it cakes on you and defends you from blades. It's blade resistant mud. Yeah, Doc, new schedule. The information on why the new schedule is up in Discord announcements channel. If you would like details, there's a really long thing in there about it, and there's also a TLDR in there. If you want the new schedule, it's posted everywhere my schedule usually is posted, including !schedule, if you want the bot to tell you. We did start recording, right? Yeah, okay. Wasn't sure during all that mess. Also, I do want to look at some abilities. I think so. One of the problems I've been getting. Oh crap! Reminds me. So I've been saving what I had. So after we looked through all the skills one time off the recording, I saved what I thought about using some of the skills, and apparently that got closed. So let's open that. All right. For this two-hander build. That way I don't want to go through every single time and like reread every bit of it and try to figure out what I was wanting to do, you know? So let's see here. Yeah, there it is. There it is. All right, cool. There we go. Sorry about that. I don't know why it closed, but we're good now. Anyway, I did want to look through here and look at. I don't know if I'm gonna go deep enough into Battlemaster. How am I doing today? I'm doing all right. Doing all right. I don't know that I want to go very far into Battlemaster with this two-hander right now, but it has some really good stuff, like grappling chains to pull enemies to you. But what I'm really looking for, combat roll will be awesome. Deep Reserves, Warhorn and Horn of Valor both seem pretty good. That's not what I'm looking for. There's something that we saw, and someone mentioned it on YouTube actually, that there is a skill to avoid knockdown, or at least like get up sooner. Less likely to be staggered. And I think they said it's either in Battlemaster or in this, but I don't want to go to either of those on my two-hander. So I might look more into it when we level and we actually have a point to play with, but yeah. You level up pretty slow in these games. It's more like, not quite that level, but it's more like a D&D type thing where levels are more impactful, because you don't get to level 100, you know? It's not like a Diablo game. All right, we are going to go to the hint. Wait, we're going to get some gold. I forgot about this. Anyway, we're going to go to the hinterlands and work on getting to Redcliffe.
So easily, perhaps he should try leaving me alone.
Okay, we've completed all of those ones. We also want to make sure we're always sending someone out to gather coin. So we'll send Josephine out. And we're not gonna do this one. If you go to this one, you side with the Templar. So yeah, we are going to go to the hinterlands. Would you like to gather your party and venture to the hinterlands now? Yes. I'm gonna take the same team as I did last time. I might change it up sometime though. I think as Blackwall becomes more tanky, we'll need Solus less and less for his barriers, but we'll see. We'll see. Right now we're having Blackwall be our tanky boy. We're doing two-hander DPS. Sarah is long-range crit machine, and Solus is basically shields and control. He's spirit for the barriers, and he's ice, cold for crowd control. It's worked okay. We are playing on the hardest difficulty though, so when we run into things that are like a level over us, I was talking about how levels are really impactful in this game. We sometimes get our butt whooped, but anyway, it doesn't happen a whole lot. Aside from rifts, man, the rifts that we tried to do in Hinterlands last week, like almost all of them had multiple of these demons that do knockdown, and when they knock you down, they then stand over you and do this AoE pulse, and you can't get out of it, and they stack. So they were just the rifts part. Rifts can be brutal, man. Those friggin' teleporting demons, they teleport, or like they disappear, and they come out of the ground, and immediately this huge AoE knocks everyone in the area down, and then they stand there just pulsing damage into everyone. Alrighty, so we are headed to the leader of the mages. It looks like that's closed off and goes that way, so it looks like we're gonna head up here. So we'll head to that spot from the Dusklight camp. Ever had anything level higher than you other than an ogre? In all truth. Well, I mean, I'm playing blindly to it, right? On this hardest difficulty, and I've been exploring and doing side quests a lot, so I mean it's just gonna happen. When I was wandering down, in fact, up here, there were level 12 demons in this river, and when I went there the first time, I was level 4. So it's just a factor of the way that I've been playing and exploring and stuff. But today we're gonna do some main quests. Not sure if that opens this way or not. Yeah, let's go around this way, because we can hit this on the way up and see what it is. No. You gotta be careful asking things like that too, because I don't know what all's in the game. I assume there's dragons. No, I don't know what a high dragon is. I have not fought one. Let's see. That's Phaedra has been spotted. That's one of the ones that's higher. This game's very shiny, yeah. We're just gonna go up to the Blood Brothers thing. I might not ride my horse right now, so I can more easily grab some stuff. Oh, I tried out a game off stream that the developers sent me a key to play on stream, but I wanted to test it off a little bit. Godfall. All right. Cool. Goodbye. I'm not trying to spoil anything. Here's a spoiler. All right. Anyway. It's kind of ridiculous, right? Because like I say it in the title, we talk about it. I set it to follower only for like so many days or whatever, and then I'm afraid someone's like they're gonna spoil something. But I figure after this conversation we just had that the person won't. But now, I mean, there's no like shock or excitement when that happens now. It's like now I know that's gonna happen in the hinterlands somewhere. I don't understand. It's like people just cannot help but to do it or something. It's like I don't get it. How are you still blind to this game after 6 years? Here, let me help you with that. Let me tell you what's gonna happen. It's part of streaming. But yeah, I know, but that's the one reason why we set it so people can't talk that are newer to the channel, so that they've been here a little bit and can kind of understand. But apparently people just wait around. They wait around for a week just to spoil it. I don't know. This makes sense. And literally in the sentence, not trying to spoil anything, but here's the spoiler. That's like, well, good job.
Got to be something here.
Going by the way, Franz. Thank you again. Mercenary Lord's Blade. Warrior only. That might be better than Black Walls. Might be better than Black Walls. Not quite. It does have armor pin and some willpower, but we give up. It has raw damage, so it's less DPS but more bursty damage. So it might help with initial threats, but not, you know, long term. Feel that was revealed. Oh, you know how we've been in the hinterlands. I'm not going to say exactly. But you know how we've been in the hinterlands for like 3 weeks exploring and doing quests and figuring out things, going whatnot. They just let me know. They just let me know what like one of the big parts of hinterlands is and what's going to happen after I've been doing this for like, you know, 20 hours or something. So. How's it going, Inspector? Welcome in. Man, this razor sword just friggin' decimates. And see, sometimes I feel bad about putting it on like that follower 1 week mode, because I'll have people that won't do that have followed within a week. So like Alina, for instance, she followed and then she whispered me and she was like, I was really wanting to type in chat on Wednesday, but I couldn't. Made a sad face, and I was like, yeah, I'm sorry, I have to do that. You know, I feel bad. Most people probably wouldn't spoil it anyway. And then I lower the amount of time for it, and then immediately we get something spoiled. So I don't know. I'm gonna follower 1 year mode or something. I don't know. That would suck though. A letter found on a dead Templar. Templar Corin. In light of the current hostilities, I believe our arrangement is no longer satisfactory. You are unable to reach me with payments, and I have no means of delivering the merchandise to you. I hope that when this unfortunate situation is resolved, we may once again do business. Tanner. Any pets or anything in this game? I don't know yet. We have a horse that we ride, but as far as like pets, either combat or cosmetic, yeah, I have no idea yet. Pineapple only modes, the only pineapple can type. Decorative gems. Pineapple mode. We might need Sarah to open this. Looks like we do. Trailer type 2. Yeah, like I said, 99% of people don't do those things, right? And I mean, even 99% of new people to the stream don't do those things. Some people do it maliciously, though. Only pineapple. Yeah, it's anyone with a pineapple name. People change their name to pineapples. Variations of pineapple slang type. But anyway, and then some people just seem oblivious. Like that person. It's like... A nug totem. Anything else in here before we get the main story thing? Bottle of Thetis. Butter bile 784. A hard liquor that is not so much served as it is brandished. Coarse and indifferent, it is to your taste or it is not. The failing is yours if you cannot raise or lower to the challenge of a distiller told not to. Pineapple only, well, if you're allergic. Too bad, Gurking. Too bad. Alright. I'm still not going to get on my horse because I'm going to loot things along the way. It's going to Ashlag, welcome in. You're not, but what if you were? Sucks for you, man. I mean, it would suck for you. So this game has general alcohol theft quest line. Did you end up playing some more, Inspector? I know you were thinking about it, and then last week when you figured out that I found a way to actually make that ox or whatever walk, you're like, what? That's possible? I was like, now Inspector's gonna go do that ox quest after the stream. The no chatting for you.
I'll find something.
I keep wanting to hold shift to run faster though. Just like reinstall it, got grumpy that your character was aged, and turned it back off. That is weird that it did that. Wonder if that's like an
I
actual...
want a constant watch on that damn thing. Sound the alarm at the first sign of demons.
Or that's an actual feature if it's some kind of like update in between last time you played that changed which one of the, like the order or how many customizations, and because yours was at a different spot in that number, it ended up changing it due to that, or if it's literally because you just let the game sit for a long time. I hope it's a feature and not just an updates roll or whatever. I'm gonna go check what's down here before we hit that rift. There is an enemy down here. No, you know what? Let's go do the rift first, because if whatever's down here ends up hurting us, which I don't think it will, but if it does, I don't want to have to go refill potions before we do this. Come all the way back. The difference was like between Morgan and Plymouth. Hair was white, hands and face are wrinkled, voice still sounded young. It's a little stupid. Yeah, that's weird. Alright, Sarah, there's no high ground. Like, I don't know if, well, there is up here. I don't know if it's worth running her all the way up there right now. Probably not. But we do want Solus to stand still. He has a skill that, as he stands still, he gets mana regeneration. So we want him to hold position back there. Blackwall, you need to take care of this, buddy.
you have any advice for fighting demons, Solus?
Survive the first 30 heartbeats, and you have already won.
So
Join
I should
Dragoon,
try
welcome in.
not to die.
I mean, the demons are rarely intelligent enough to change their tactics. If you focus on defending yourself, you will see...
Make her have mercy. It's over. Open the gates.
Listen, random soldier, I was listening to a conversation between Solus and Blackwall. I didn't need your input. Of course, this one, yeah, this one. It seems like we do really well on the rifts that don't have the knockdown demon. Or multiple of the knockdown demons. That's what really gets us.
Kill that warrior!
Yeah, we might be just slightly over leveled for the main story. To open world for you, put 80 hours into the game, never got anywhere. Yeah, that's what I was talking about at the beginning of the stream, that it can be a good thing and a bad thing how open the game is, because for us, we've done very little of the main story, but I've spent like 20 hours just exploring the hinterlands and trying to find like the secrets in it and doing side quests, wondering what some of these side storylines are going to lead us to. Thankfully, I don't have to wonder anymore. I can just not do it because someone let me know what happens. So, but yeah, I can. That's absolutely be a problem. Especially if you're like a completionist, you know, and you're just like, all right, I'm gonna finish all the quests in the hinterlands before I do any more main story. Well, you might be in the hinterlands for 100 hours. Well, I'm just gonna kill these guys too. I don't like the cut of their jib, as they say. Go on, McExter. Yeah, me too. It's like one of the only rules in the channel. Like, stroll around just on a murdering spree. Yeah, but it's not murdering because it's for the greater good. So this is not a murdering spree. It's preemptive defense. We like those guys might have murdered someone. We don't know. And if we hadn't killed them, they could have killed someone else, you know? They could have murdered someone. So we were saving someone that we don't know from the possibility of those guys murdering them. So it's fine. Armor's barrier is that armor stays at a battle. Yeah. I noticed that too. Guard, yeah. Guard is really good. It doesn't decay, like even in battle, whereas barrier decays as soon as it's out there. The great are good. Let's go, by the way, McExter. Oh.
We spread word the Inquisition was coming. But you should know that no one here was expecting us.
No one? Not even Grand Enchanter Fiona?
If she was, she hasn't told anyone. We've arranged use of the tavern for the negotiations.
Agents of the Inquisition, my apologies. Magister Alexius is in charge now, but hasn't yet arrived. He's expected shortly. You can speak with the former Grand Enchanter in the meantime.
Something seems weird here.
The Veil is weaker here than in Haven. And not merely weak, but altered in a way I have not seen.
Glad we have Solus with us for this one. Things involving ruins or the Veil or the Fade. I'm going to try to start taking people that are pertinent to the story that's going on, even with minor quests, so we can get more lore out of it. Like, I really wish I had taken, oh god, what's his name? Varric into the Dwarven ruins. See what he said. But I didn't even think about it. See, I really want to jump back there. I don't know that it would let me, but I've learned that I should not do that. I got stuck in a lot of places like that in Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War, where like I rolled into those places and then I had to go back to an old save. There was no way out. Hell fruits. We need to replenish our potions too. Our secondary potions. Quest. Such a rock and hard place. Yeah, apparently. It's,
Too many people dying for want of simple herbs. My apologies. Can I help you?
You're low on herbs.
Are you running short
Fires.
of healing herbs?
Yes. We've many injured from attacks by those cursed Templars. I need the herbs to treat people's wounds. It's too dangerous to go hunting through the hills to gather more. I've a list there of the herbs I need.
Can you help the refugees?
There are refugees at the
Scythers.
crossroads who would benefit from a healer.
Of course they would. These attacks by the Templars have endangered countless innocent lives. But if I go to the crossroads to help, I might end up in danger myself. I doubt those refugees would risk their lives for a knife here. Why should I risk mine for them?
Oh, we have a special thing here. That might be from our Inquisition points where it opens up more dialogue options. But yeah, speaking of mechs, the end of stream yesterday on RimWorld is so ridiculous. I'll show my wife the clips that Asteric and Pilot Wash made and was explaining what was going on. I can't believe the mech cluster landed in a way that it shut off our opening to the base and therefore made things act as sappers. I might have to do something about, in the off chance that happens again. That's really crazy. But anyway, that's something for tomorrow, I guess. They will, yeah. This, oh, I can have Solus talk to her, or I can use our knowledge thing from the Inquisition points. I'm gonna let Solus talk to her, elf to elf.
Save yourself and all the villagers will remember is that you hid, even though they did the same. If you help the refugees, they may not love you, but they will hold their tongues before calling you knife ear.
All right. If the Inquisition soldiers are there, I might be safer regardless. I'll see you at the crossroads soon. Just give me a moment to gather my things.
All right, nice. Another good reason to have people that are. Oh no! I didn't mean to. I hit my side mouse button on the keyboard. Chill. Let's not kill her. Anyway, to have people with you that match sort of what you're doing. Bring the herbs to the healer.
May I help you?
I found the herbs. They were right here in my pocket the whole time.
I found some of the herbs you were looking for.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help.
No problem. It was a tough one. I gotta tell you. Oh wait, more? Well, here I got some more right here.
A pleasure to see you again.
I found these in my pocket as well.
I found some of the herbs you were looking for.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help.
Eventually, there's gonna be some that aren't in my pocket, I'm sure. Maybe not. These are also in my pocket.
See you again.
Could you imagine this in real life? It's like, well, I could use this. Here it is. Thank you so much. You know what? I could also use this. Here it is. Like, you just keep doing it. It's like, how deep are your pockets, sir?
found some of the herbs you were looking for.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much for your help.
We did it. We had all of them. All right, GG. Are we asked for sugar on The Simpsons? Want cream? Yeah. Sarah, I need you to break into this house for me in broad daylight as people look on. What? You don't have deft hands or fine tools?
Mother, I had the dream again last night.
Uh-oh.
No, there'll be no talk of this.
Oh, you have a PS5?
Real.
You're just excited to see me.
The sheets were as
My player character is a genie, yeah. Deft hands, huh? Tell lady that.
Templars are called back to Val Royale, but some of them have ignored the order.
That's why.
Are you trying to say all Sarahs are the same? Another locked door. Sarah.
You spoke of seeing death and destruction.
Crap.
Did you fight in a war?
Deft hands, huh? Is that an actual like ability in this? Maybe something we get later on.
There are struggles across Thedas at any given time. I doubt you would have heard of it.
An elven skirmish?
In a manner of speaking. And you?
I was a soldier, and well...
Oh, that's right. It is an
You know
Inquisition
how
perk.
it is.
Thank you.
I do indeed.
I knew I had seen the name somewhere. Yeah, so it's a like a Inquisition perk on the war table or whatever. Hey, a fast travel area. Hooray! Yeah, from the war table, yeah. Believe you are right.
I remember the first time the dead walked these lands, when a blood mage poisoned our Lehman. The ashes of
They do.
Andraste herself brought the Arl back from his enchanted slumber.
Did you see Blackwall over here doing like drills, like suicide drills from like basketball camp or something? You're just like running back and forth behind here while that woman's trying to talk to me. All right, tell me about Redcliffe, please.
Tell me about your people.
They say a spirit dwells in a small lake south of the highway. The girls of the village bring it daisies and ask for love, but rarely does it listen. For 'tis a spirit of valor, not love, and it favors blood lotus flowers.
Blood lotus flowers. Okay.
No man needs statues so great as those whose remnants lie toppled in these hills. These statues come from ancient dreams of blood and bone, lost to the memory of man. Be wary of them.
It sounds like I don't know if it has anything to do with that one we found in where was that? Over here. Don't know. How's it going, Marabou? Welcome in. What? You didn't give me something to read this time? I feel cheated. What about another stanza of the warrior woman?
One of the rebel mages, and she said it. The dream she had before the magic took her.
I don't want you talking to the rebels. We're normal folk. We keep our heads down and let the mages and the Templars kill each other.
This is a great eavesdropping spot. Let's literally drop in on this conversation. Yep. Hello.
Ah, Senna, my darling. For the first time in all these years, I fear I will not be visiting your ashes. What world is this? That demons and brigands stop a man from taking flowers to his wife's shrine.
Goodbye. I always enjoy that, or like that that's an option in this game. That no matter what they tell you, how like terrible or pleading or sad or whatever it is, you can just reply with goodbye and like that upbeat voice. Well, I guess I can't take the flowers to my ashes grave. I'm so sad. Guess you can't. Goodbye.
What if I took flowers to your wife's shrine for you?
I do not know what to say, except thank you. I never expected anyone not of the blood to care. My Senna would be grateful.
Senna,
Her
okay.
shrine lies on a hill to the west, near the Tablestones. Thank you.
Stay safe.
What do you know?
Walk in peace.
I know where you're talking about. These ships. My Senna has a first name. It's Senna. Do you think there's a Cinnamobile? If not, there should be. Hello, Dwarven bookseller.
Everything on the surface smells so wet.
Making no sense. It's too early. It's all right. It's good content. No one expects the Dragon Age Inquisition. Enchantments. Wait, no. Schematics. If you light the whole zone on fire, are you done in the hinterlands? I don't even have to play the hinterlands anymore, Phelan. Someone let me know what happens. So, they saved me the trouble of having to play the game that I wanted to play. So, no worries, Phelan. How's it going, Phelan? Welcome in. Welcome in. I really don't know what I want to buy from any of these. I feel almost like I just should buy schematics. So. But right now our bags are pretty full, so I'm going to sell some stuff. Going to spam that throughout the playthrough. Have to deal with it. I'm good with that. Requires level 15. Am I going to hold that for that long? Hinter is so big. It's like its own game. Yeah. Yeah, it really feels that way. I'm kind of tempted to sell that just because we won't be able to wear it for like 20 more hours. Yeah, they probably did that on purpose, Lunar. That one's level 9. We'll be able to wear it soon. Don't need that anymore. I know we've gone through most of these and they weren't great. Was there one that we wanted to save? The snake blade we wanted to save. Is there a way to like mark items that you want to save? I know there's a way to mark things as valuables for sell, but we want to save the mercenary long blade as well. I think that's it, right? Mercenary Lord's Blade. We'll just sell all the gray stuff. That should be safe. But I do wonder if there's a way to like mark it to lock it so you can never sell it. Some games do have that, which is nice. Nice. That's good enough for now. Console. Oh, I hit the tilde key. Whoops, I was trying to cheat. I didn't mean to. That's always a good defense if you cheat on anything. Just say you didn't mean to. Or you can take the advice of an old song and just say it wasn't you. That wasn't me. I didn't hit the tilde key. Blackwall was trying to cheat. Toy soldier. An adventurer hats. Gold. There's loot down here too. Chest. Like, It's only happened a few times in my life where I like leave Walmart or something, and in the parking lot I find like $1. Like someone had dropped $1. But in these games, like just everyone is dropping money, and it's not just like a coin. People are dropping like entire coin purses full of golds. There must be something in the water. Like most people in this world have some kind of dementia. Have a different party than you ever took? Who did you, well, yeah, who did you usually take? You took Vivian, right? Tried that Darius, didn't accept, I didn't mean to as an excuse. Just say it wasn't you. Let's go on, Baby Carrot, welcome in. The Dwarven Merchants Guild. The Dwarven Merchants Guild is, without question, the most powerful surface dwarf institution. It has become what the Assembly is to the people of Orzammar, a prestigious club that everyone wants to belong to, and the surest means to obtain power and fortune. The guild's leaders can always trace their lineage back to noble or merchant caste houses in Orzammar. The guild regulates trade between the Dwarven city and the surface, and so quietly controls the entire economy of Orzammar through the ruling king or assembly, or though the ruling king or assembly would never admit it. The guild is heavily conservative, but has started to get more of the ascendants, especially banking families, into its membership, which has caused no small amount of infighting in the guild. That's kind of interesting, because you have the Carta, right? You have like the black market dwarves, and then you have like the kind of upstanding ones, like that one, but they're still, because they are casteless, because they have left the underways and whatnot. They've left Orzammar. They've been stripped of their caste, and so the ones down in Orzammar are like, those people don't even exist. They're terrible. And then they immediately turn around and like buy everything from them. All right. Might need deft hands to do this as well. Nope. Got it. Was it you? It was Yoshi. That didn't work either. Only Vivian of who you've met so far. Gotcha. More loot. And more to read.
Venatori have made the Oculara and are using them to search for something. Something like those old shards, presumably. So each Ocularum is made from the skull of a Tranquil.
I had wondered what became of those poor souls when the circles collapsed. Now we know.
Every skull was... No, done thinking about it. Done.
I had wondered what had become of them when the mages rebelled. What a tragic waste.
Oh man, the Tranquils? Those skulls that we've been looking through to find the shards? I mean, obviously they're skulls, like it was a person. But it's the Tranquils from Origins? Well, that's kind of sad. Are they whispering to me? Yeah, just a little bit of whispers. I'm sure it's not a big deal. Typical lifeless skulls. All right. Excuse me. Let me walk. Excuse me. Excuse me. I really want to walk through you. Fine. There must be a great. There must be a great sorcerer or something. There's a barrier between those two.
I think we should go. Go? In the middle of the war?
Make her be with you. Make her be with you. Make her make me a sandwich. The gull and the lantern. Oh, this is not just some ordinary institution. This is a loading screen institution. Big things will happen here.
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition. What has brought you to Redcliffe?
You invited me here?
We're here because of your invitation back in Val Royeaux.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
Are you sure?
If it wasn't you who invited me here, who was it?
I don't know. Now that you say it, I feel strange. Whoever or whatever brought you here, the situation has changed. The Free Mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
I understand that you are afraid, but you deserve better than slavery to Tevinter.
As one indentured to a Magister, I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
What?
Very well. Who's in charge now?
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Agents of the Inquisition, allow me to introduce Magister Girion Alexius.
The Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
I'd like to know more about this alliance between the rebel mages and the Imperium.
Certainly. What specifically do you wish to know?
The Grand Enchanter told me she was indentured to a Magister.
Our Southern brethren have no legal status in the Imperium. As they were not born citizens of Tevinter, they must work for a period of 10 years before gaining full rights. As their protector, I shall oversee their work for the Imperium.
I'm not clear on when exactly you negotiated this arrangement with Fiona.
When the Conclave was destroyed, these poor souls faced the brutality of the Templars, who rushed to attack them. It could only be through divine providence that I arrived when I did.
It was certainly very timely.
Timely. That's one word for it. And where we find out the ancestor of Darkstone is responsible for all of this.
What does the Imperium gain from taking rebel mages under its wing?
For the moment, the Southern Mages are a considerable expense. After they are properly trained, they will join our Legion.
You said not all my people would be military. There are children, those not suited.
And one day I'm sure they will all be productive citizens of the Imperium when their debts are paid.
How's it going, Palico? Welcome back.
I haven't seen any sign of Redcliffe's Arl or his men.
The Arl of Redcliffe left the village.
Left? An Arl would never voluntarily leave his seat.
There were tensions growing. I did not want an incident.
Let's negotiate, I guess.
If you're leading the mages now,
Oh, you're talking about in reply to Lunar?
I'm sure we can come to an arrangement.
It is always a pleasure to meet a reasonable man.
I'm guessing.
Felix, would you send for a scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix, friends. I am not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious indeed.
I got you. No worries. Yeah, I'm completely blind to it too. Aside from the spoiler that was posted earlier. Aside from that, yeah, I know nothing about it. So, which is like, that's how I like playing them. So absolutely no worries if you, we're only playing it on Wednesdays. So if you don't want to watch this on Wednesdays, then no hard feelings at all. For sure. We'll be back to our normal scheduled streaming programming tomorrow morning. Why does my character seem to be just slightly cross-eyed? I don't know. I didn't edit his eyes at all, so that's a default. Did they die in a fire? Yes. Yes, they did.
Does that mean you'll lend your mages to our cause?
There will have to be. Felix.
My lord, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time. Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
How bad is it? Do
I
you
shall
just need
send
some
word to the
Pepto, or are you
Inquisition.
dying?
We will conclude this business at a later date.
How convenient. Sounds good, Palco. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be forever before we get to the ending anyway.
Come to the Chantry. You are in danger.
We only play it once a week, and it's like a massive game, so.
Wow, aren't we secrety?
You know what? It's worth investigating. If it's a trap,
We'll be careful, but we need to figure out what's going on.
we'll kill him. Confront Tanner. This is... Man, I don't know why, but that's one thing I really like in these fantasy games. It's always the inn, like the ambience of the inn. Some random RPG song being played, a lute or something. Crackling fire, people talking that you can't understand. I told my wife I need to make a playlist like that and play it when we're having dinner, and she didn't like that idea as much as I did. Let me check the time on this. All right, we got a few more minutes where I have to split the recording. You're not trapped with them, they're trapped with you. That's right. What? I have no idea. Okay. Use it as a backdrop for your D&D sessions. Yeah, that sounds good too. There are YouTube videos specifically for ambient tavern. Have them in the background all the time.
Magister Alexius does not approve of those without magic like you and me. You may not wish to stay long. Many villagers have already left to escape his ire.
What does the Magister have against you?
Sounds awesome, yeah.
Like to be reminded of what mages can become. He says all tranquil must leave Redcliffe, but who would take us in?
What do you know of Redcliffe?
This village has a history with mages, doesn't it? Do you know the details?
During the last blight, the Arl of Redcliffe became ill.
Iman,
Not
yes.
even the efforts of the Circle could save him. His young son, who was an undiscovered mage, made a deal with a demon to keep the Arl from death.
I remember this.
The boy became an abomination. Through him, each night, the demon raised armies of corpses to assault the village. The hero of Ferelden defeated the demon.
Yes, Adam Kuzland, yeah.
Undead hordes from destroying Redcliffe.
He's telling us one of the stories of Adam Kuzland. Past me's famous, even though we ruined the world. Wasn't that when the hero Loghain saved the world? Yeah.
How long have Tevinters been here?
Magister Alexius arrived at nightfall, 2 days after we retreated from the Temple of Sacred Ashes. He forced anyone without magic out of the castle, save those he required to serve him. Even the Arl was sent away.
This village has a history with mages.
Why can't I redo that one?
Do you know the details?
During the last blight, the Arl of Redcliffe became ill. Not even
It's
the
talking about Loghain, not this Adam Joker.
His young son, who was an undiscovered mage.
Oh, guy, I know.
Demon. Farewell.
You just told me. The crows and Queen Madrigal. The first crow refused to speak, even when we put hot coals to the soles of his feet and peeled the skin off his face and hands with a paring knife. He opted instead to chew through his own tongue and choke to death on the blood. The second captive repeated what we already knew. Queen Madrigal went on a hunt and did not appear for the evening's festivities. Her body was later found with 4 steel swords through the chest. I asked what he knew about one of the 4 swords being a replica of Hessarian Sword of Mercy. He had not heard about that, or at least claimed as much. He later died on the rack, smiling slightly. The third crow must have realized he would not leave the dungeon alive. He seemed to hope that by angering Master Fior, he would earn himself a quick death. The crow tried our patience with pithy comments while Master Fior was trying to work. At one point, he made a remark about Fior's mother, which I shall not repeat here. I will admit to feeling admiration for his ability to retain a capacity for coherent speech, and even some wit, while under extreme duress. Amid all his useless chatter, this third crow did raise an important point. His guild has a reputation to uphold. They are ruthless, efficient, and discreet. How would they maintain such notoriety if agents routinely revealed the names of employers with something as banal as torture? This gave me pause. I called for a halt to the session. After some thought, I stabbed the man through the heart and set the fourth and fifth crow captives free. If there is a confession to be extracted, it will not be done with pain. I recommend we abandon this course of action. A report by Captain Aristide, tasked with investigating the assassination of Queen Margigal of Antiva. You think it was something that brutal? Your mother smells of elderberries? Do you think he called his father a hamster? I don't know, man. In hushed whispers. We're still doing this?
Have you reconsidered? I can be of use to your organization.
Oh, you're going to join us? It's a good thing I turned back to this guy. This insult was just, okay, boomer. Don't think they have language that severe in this game. It's a good point.
We would be delighted to have you working for the Inquisition.
Thank you. While one lives, it is good to believe there is still a use for one's talents.
Nice. Clements. That's still not the hushed whisper thing, though. What? You still have more to say, Clements?
The Inquisition, back again. Perhaps I can be of use.
What does the Magister have against you?
He does not like to be reminded of what mages can become.
Yeah, we saw that too.
He says all tranquil must leave. Farewell.
We don't need your kind here.
What do you mean by your kind, Linnea?
By another name.
Who are you?
Linnea. Just Linnea. Don't ask what circle tower
Alright, just
I'm from,
Linnea.
because we're done with that. We're all free mages now.
You'd rather bow to Tevinter than join the Inquisition.
All you Chantry types think the same way. The Imperium is a great evil that must be avoided. It's just because they're ruled by mages. No one wants us to look at them and say their mages are free and the world hasn't ended.
But don't they use blood magic there?
Don't Magisters summon demons and practice human sacrifice?
The Chantry says whatever they think will scare us. What's wrong with blood magic? People don't like the idea of us controlling their thoughts, but they have no problem with us throwing fireballs in their wars. In Tevinter, the mages police themselves. It works.
That's like you. We don't need you around here. Cool. Can you tell me about yourself? Ew, go away, creep. I'll do that. But first, let me learn a little bit about you. I want to help the mages.
I'm here because I believe mages deserve their freedom.
Right. And I'm the Empress of Orlais.
Whoa, we're meeting royalty. That's the Empress of Orlais, here in a Redcliffe Inn. Unreal. Hayden, thank you for the raid. Appreciate it, Hayden. Just joining in from Hayden's stream. I am sorry you can't type it. We have it on follower-only mode because of spoilers, and we actually already had a spoiler today. But anyway, feel free to hang out and watch. Our primary game is RimWorld, but on Wednesdays we play a story game. And it is Wednesday, my dudes, so we're playing Dragon Age Inquisition. But yeah, feel free to hang out and lurk. Thank you, Hayden. What were you up to? What were you playing? Excuse me, sir. Self-pleasing always works perfectly, yeah. Oh, I can talk to you. Why, hello there. Risk of Rain 2.
Inquisition.
Still haven't played it.
I wish to wholly
I know it's been really
unclassically have
popular.
gotten here sooner. These Tevinters make my shoulder blades itch.
Tell me about you and your shoulder blades.
Who are you?
Name's Tolwyn, formerly of the Circle of Magi in Hosper. Lived my whole life there, since I was 10 years old and came into my magic. 3 meals a day, quality education, a roof over my head. If you're not summoning demons, a mage tower's a fine place to be.
Aren't you with the rebellion?
If you were happy in the circles, why are you here with the rebels?
We're all rebels now. The vote sorted them. The majority wanted to dissolve the circles. The rest of us went with them. We were cut loose. I figured I'm better off with my fellow mages than on my own.
Yeah, I played the first one too. The second one is a big different. Like, I'm surprised they even made it Risk of Rain 2 and just make it a new title entirely, because it's completely a different. I mean, the one is like the 2D platformer roguelike, right? Very pixely. And the second one is, you know, completely 3D platforming, almost first or third person shootery. It's a big difference between 1 and 2. But yeah, I haven't played 2 yet. Still makes you stressed.
You're not happy with this new alliance?
Something's not right about that lot. They're not like us.
Aesthetically, yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
I'd rather count myself among decent folk than stand with magisters.
But it would be like if Darkest Dungeon 2 was a tactics game. You know, like I would still absolutely love it. I love tactics games, but it's kind of in the same vein, but it's entirely different. Never really got into the sequels. Yeah, I didn't play the second one. I just watched through Brian. I watched through like a story video of it. I had heard the second one is the worst of them, but we played through all of Origins on stream a couple years ago. Now we're playing blindly through Inquisition.
How did the Grand Enchanter end up working with Tevinter?
1 minute, we were bracing for the Templars to attack. The next, we had a Magister ally. It was a stroke of luck that's given us an edge. In a way. Out of the frying pan.
Yeah, and into the fire. Watching for playing it feels different to play than what you thought when watching it.
Goodbye.
Be careful. The Tevinters likely aren't happy you're asking questions.
Okay. So, is there anyone else here that we didn't get all their information? Was it still showing this bubble here? Clemens, tell us everything? Goodbye.
Perhaps I can be of
Forrest Gump waving. What is with Blackwall? He's trying to get exercise in anytime he can. Was there a follow-up to this?
What does the Magister have against you?
He does not like to
Double
be
check.
reminded of what mages can become.
But every now and then when we stop walking, Blackwall's back there doing, like I said, suicide drills. For anyone that doesn't know what that is. Okay, here we go. Anyone that doesn't know what that is, it's like where you sprint from one side to the other and then you stop suddenly and then you go back to the other. Blackwall is just doing that randomly behind us. I don't know. It's not the first time.
What are Tranquil?
Those like me without the strength of will necessary to protect ourselves from demons. Rather than risk me becoming possessed, the Circle removed my connection to the Fade. My magic is gone, along with my dreams and desires. Those now in Redcliffe prefer not to see us.
Well, don't go. There's this place down by the docks where I don't think you should go if you're tranquil. Was there a follow-up on this one?
History with mages, doesn't it? Do you know the details?
During the last blight, the Arl of Redcliffe became ill. Not even the efforts of the Circle could save him. His young son, who was an undiscovered mage, made a deal with a demon to keep the Arl from death. The boy became an abomination. Through him, each night, the demon raised armies of corpses to assault the village. The hero of Ferelden defeated the demon and stopped the undead horde.
We already heard this. Redcliffe is a place near you. Guarantee if you go there, you too will lose your dreams and desires.
Farewell then.
Love child John Travolta and Skeet Ulrich.
Inquisition, are you not? I am an alchemist. You must require potions. If the Magister will not have me here, perhaps I can offer my services.
I already told you yes.
We would be delighted to have you working for the Inquisition.
Thank you. While one lives, it is good to believe there is still a use for one's talents.
Okay, I think we got all the information we can here, from what I can tell. I don't see any more lootables, so I think we're ready to go. He wasn't sure if we were sure. Anyway, that reminds me of that Rimworld Pawn yesterday, who was the love child of Ron Weasley and Justin Bieber. I think Lunar got that quote, actually. Let's put the recording. We're around over an hour. That should be good for a YouTube episode. And we'll start a new one.